Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, hi, Terry. How are you? Hello, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my cell phone and I'm ignoring. Oh, gosh. Hello. I hope some people seen that I did put a little update in the community tab. That I pushed it back a little bit just because there's some misinformation going on Facebook, and it's just driving me absolutely batty. Everybody is on edge right now, and for good reason, honestly. But when one person says something, it spreads like wildfire, and then somebody has to go and fact check to see if this is even true. And oh my God.
Yeah, like Techie, for instance.
Yeah, but she was told that by a couple of different people, though, honey. So.
Yeah, but thankfully I did get on the right track. I said, hey, if you're going to share something, your other people say, please run it through Snopes.com, and they'll fact check it for you.
Yeah, but they can't fact check everything. I asked about pneumonia and this and that just on of it, and they had no info.
9 times out of 10, if they can't find information about something, it's because it's true.
Or they didn't do an article about it.
Or it's just not enough study or research into it.
I'm good, Terry. Just, I don't know. There's so much nonsense going on Facebook right now, like different things. I know things change hour to hour with everything going on with this virus, but it doesn't help when one person takes one thing that may be occurring in a different county and make it out to be like it's your whole state. Hello, Edna. Hello, how are you? Hi, Amber, how are you? So I basically was on Facebook for a few minutes because people were saying, and my friend put a post up inquiring, is there any truth about it, that Pennsylvania was going to be on a lockdown. What they meant was not Pennsylvania as a whole.
But
there is a travel. They don't want people leaving Pennsylvania and going to like New York and this and that and coming back. Certain counties where there have been confirmed cases of the virus, they are taking it upon themselves to do like a lockdown, a quarantine type situation, like they did in, what was it, New Rochelle, New York. There's some counties here in PA that are doing that. Not my county, thankfully, but so when you just say it's Pennsylvania counties, instead of getting people more upset, like, oh my God. Yes, I agree. They are super edgy.
Sorry for everyone. I'm fixing the camera because I am doing it.
Yeah, our schools are closed too for 10 days, 2 weeks.
Till the 30th.
Yeah. I was in my local Walmart yesterday.
Move your chair over. When I said move, I meant move entirely.
I was in, Ronnie doesn't have work tonight. His plant closed. And for the night. We're thinking that maybe.
That's what we think for the night. Sherry wasn't told anything else.
Well, they think it's for the night. But people are still going to work. So no, I don't think it's like closed, like God forbid, like that.
Yeah.
I said maybe they are disinfecting it.
The plant, probably.
The plant, which is very possible. because they do get like caps from another plant and everything. Maybe they're just disinfecting machinery and basically the whole plant, which is a good idea.
Hi, everybody.
So that's why he's here. He is off tonight. But yesterday, me and Techie and this other girl, Ashley, we were in Walmart here locally. Oh my God, it was just like an insane asylum. Like, the people are so ignorant and like slam into you.
That's not surprising.
You cannot.
Have you been to Walmart on a full moon?
Hello, Lily. Amber and Terry said hello.
Oh, hi, ladies. Hi, Amber. Hi, Terry.
So, like, it was just nuts. And now there's no big bags of rice, canned goods wiped out. There was no toilet paper, no paper towels.
This one's really going off tonight. Holy hell.
That's in the chat. No more of Lysol or Clorox. The wipes, like what I have on my counter right back there, they're all gone. What the hell? Also, diapers are going, baby wipes. Ashley needed formula for her little boy. We stopped at Giant. Giant had absolutely no.
Is Amber the one that you told me about that likes Jeffree Star? Is that Amber? No, that was Kelly. You said someone named Kelly. Never mind.
No. That was one of the whatchamacallits, the YouTubers I follow.
Oh, okay.
Kelly Barlow. That was Kelly Barlow Creation. She was showing off the new lip palette, and it just blew my mind that she liked Jeffree Star because she didn't seem like the type of person that would like him, but she does.
Not to toot my own horn, but for everybody else out there, I am officially an ordained minister through Universal Life Church. So if anybody in the surrounding counties around Luzerne County wants somebody to marry them, I'm officiated.
I can understand being prepared. I mean, I like to have a little bit of backup, hence my little pantry downstairs.
But I like your name, Katie. Cajun Katie.
I don't go and buy
really
like 10 packs of toilet paper. First off, we wouldn't be able to afford to do that.
Let's just get it here.
I like to have like an extra, pack or two, and I think it's good. It's just us two here. I stock up, like maybe when I go Dollar Tree, I'll get like 3-4 extra things of dish soap, but I go through dish soap a lot. So, and I mean, with him working at Henkel Dial, we do have like shower gel now. We have a little supply. We have hand soap. We have laundry detergent. And I always tell him, whenever there's a giveaway, grab whatever you can. I will make room for it because you don't know. Like if there would, God forbid, worst case scenario be an absolute lockdown, quarantine kind of thing that nobody can go to work, it could come very well in handy to have that stuff. I mean, I seriously hope it doesn't come down to that kind of thing, but you don't know.
Thank you, Katie. I actually have a little bit of a funny story in regards to that. I always joked around that.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
I always joked around that.
I am talking about, like what is going on in different states as far as that virus. I was told not to use the actual official names that it's being called because of monetization. I don't know why.
But I always joked around that I always wanted to be a minister, and
so
a couple of years ago...
Hang on one moment. I just referred to it as the virus. You all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I was just sharing with everybody, Michael, what's going on like in my town here in Hazelton with Walmart and all that.
Going back to my little story, Katie, I happened to be with an ex of mine at her what did I say, Sasha's parents, those two women, Yvette and were her godparents getting married, and they were getting married at Ramada here in a Comfort Inn here in town. And I was there, and they didn't have anybody to actually officiate the wedding, so I jokingly did. Now, mind you, I wasn't licensed or anything, but I actually read from a Bible and, did the whole ceremony and everything. 5 minutes after that, a priest walks by going into the bar. I'm like, dude, we could have used you 5 minutes ago. He goes, well, well, I wasn't here 5 minutes ago. I'm like, yeah, but we needed you. I filled in your place. So I don't know. As a joke, I kind of went onto like ULC's website and was like, oh, I'll become a minister. And I got my paperwork in and my book and everything, my whole credentials and everything in today.
Yeah, but once he reads the book and everything, I said to him, now you could actually look on, what did you
I mean,
say?
I have to actually go on like, I guess like state, like individual state, but like the state website and see like what, because certain parts of Pennsylvania don't allow ULC ministers to actually officiate anything.
Yeah, in certain parts of PA.
And I have to see if Luzerne County is one of those areas. I don't know.
But for the parts that he can, I said he could actually set up a Facebook page.
I am now officially an ordained minister.
Charge a nominal fee.
A non-denominational ordained minister.
Marrying people.
I can actually marry people.
Hello, Karen. How are you? Hello, Audrey.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Miss Jamie Lynn.
Sorry for my hair, looking like Medusa.
Yes, Lynette, that seems to be the story everywhere. And I'm sure if most people have a Facebook, I am sure you see people just being absolutely horrible. There is like so many people turning around and like buying cases and cases and cases of diapers and formula and stuff that women on WIC cannot use their WIC benefits. Because, like,
thank you for asking, Karen.
And what they're supposed to do for their children, I've absolutely no idea. No idea. It's
Are you getting the pay 2 weeks off?
No.
No.
It only closed.
It only closed for tonight because I think they're cleaning and disinfecting the plant. So I know nothing about anything to do with 2 weeks. So. I don't know where you would have gotten that from, Michael.
Oh, I did see something on the news about that. That they were saying that companies, if they were going to shut down because of the virus, that they give their employees paid 2 weeks off.
System One has not said anything to me about it or Sherry. So,
$100 for what, Katie? I'm not sure.
Congress passed it.
Oh, okay. See, that shows you. I don't always check the news.
Hi, Edna. Yeah, but Michael, when it comes to my company that I work for, because I work for a temp agency through Henkel, System One hasn't mentioned anything about this being a 2 week period thing. So I don't know.
We think that maybe they are just basically cleaning and disinfecting.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they're actually just deep cleaning the whole plant for tonight. I think that's why.
Because what some of the supermarkets around here now started doing is, like, Walmart will be open overnight. They are shut down
and
midnight till 6 a.m. They are closed, so people can't be going late night shopping and hogging everything.
I heard about that back
taking
actually.
Everything.
I heard a lot of schools have done that now, all across the state.
Yeah, Katie, what did you mean they charge $100 here
for what?
For what? I'm lost here.
I guess maybe my ordination, like to marry people.
Oh, okay. Oh, to get married. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Well, if they do a quarantine, I don't think you are allowed to actually work. I think in a lockdown, okay, well, no, there's a difference. I think in a lockdown, basically, you can't leave like your county or whatever.
That might be the case, Becca, but the only thing I'm seeing is it more so seems to just be like a county to county basis. Not a whole statewide basis per se.
And a lot of people
because Governor Wolf hasn't really said anything.
A lot of people won't be able to work because
weddings. Okay,
okay, that's what we thought. A lot of people won't be able to work.
I'd be charging $50 though, not 100. I'm not that much of an ass.
A lot of people would not be able to work if your community is on lockdown. Your job is going to be closed, and therefore nobody's going to be working. Now, I made a good point in a group chat tonight prior to coming on here. I said, if they wonder about people spreading the virus, I said, well, let's take a step back. What Oh yeah, Jackie. Their hoarding is like Pennsylvania has it down to a science. There was some idiot in a Facebook group today selling for $3 a little dollar hand
Hold on.
sanitizer from Dollar Tree.
Jude, hey, hello from Washington State. Well, hello from the Keystone State. Hi.
Hello, everyone, new arrivals. Hello, Melanie. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Mhm.
But the person was selling it in a Facebook group for $3. You're going to sell dollar hand sanitizer. And about 5 days ago, somebody put a screenshot up on my Facebook of somebody was selling 3 bottles of Dollar Tree hand sanitizer. They're about this big, not those littler ones, but these are like bigger ones.
Yeah, like the decent
On
size ones.
eBay for $30. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really?
And that's illegal. That can be shut down. Any
It
place
was.
like that
It
can be shut
was.
down.
I also heard that Rite Aid down in Lehighton was selling like a
They're price
16
gouging.
16 pack of toilet paper for like $20 some. And I said, they can't do that. That is price gouging. That's illegal during a national weather disaster.
Exactly, Terry, and that's what I've seen across the internet too. People doing things like that.
Yeah,
and that's
that's
illegal,
sick.
and that should be shut
Absolutely,
down.
positively sick. Absolutely sick.
It's Mel.
Oh, Mel. Hi, Mel. I didn't know what your last name was, sweetie.
If worst comes to worst, Becca, we have a natural spring near us that I know, and I know where it is, so it's all right.
I also have a Brita
filter.
Brita pitcher. So
yeah,
I actually have to get a new filter for it soon, but that's actually better in a way than probably a lot of the bottled water anyway. My cats love it.
Yeah, Oreo does especially.
$75 half full. Oh my God, that's disgusting, Jackie. That is sick. Yeah, you know what, Mike, you're right. Our Dollar General actually has been pretty good. So at least,
yeah, that I'll give Marlene and Mary Beth credit for running that store.
Yeah, I mean, I am glad to say that at least I guess like in our neighborhood.
Sorry, guys, he's been scratching at our futon for like the last
people are
month.
Not like going around being like total dipshits. They've been actually
that's your knee. I'm feeling fur. I'm like, wait, is that feisty? And that's your knee. I'm like petting your knee. I'm like,
that's my pajamas, you nut. Oh, okay, Mel. I'm sorry. I never even. Okay,
Hi,
I
handsome.
Never knew that was your nickname. Alrighty.
Yeah,
what? Dollar Tree actually was.
Guys, look who I got, and he's thinner and lankier since they put him on a diet. It's the baby boy.
Dollar Tree yesterday was crowded. It was a madhouse. They were out of hand sanitizer, but they did have toilet paper and paper towels.
He's looking like, what am I doing? What are you doing?
They did have some wipes, but if you don't check the bottom, you won't notice that it does not say that it kills human coronavirus. So while they may be good for wiping stuff down and that, and some illnesses.
Hi, Aunt Techie. I see you're on. Wait, why are you on that account?
Because Jack uses her phone and she uses his.
Oh, okay. I'm looking like, why are you on that account, Aunt Techie? What the hell? Yeah, it's Oreo. It's the good boy. It's the good boy, right? Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like, so much. Hi, Techie. Mel's on here too. That is pretty cool.
Here, I'm gonna try and have him lay down like right there. There we go.
Yes, this is handsome boy who actually is getting a little bit thinner.
No, he got a lot thinner. He's actually lanky now, sort of.
That's because I cut back on all them treats, man. All them treats,
Hi,
handfuls and handfuls of treats, and cutting down the portion. It does work. Now I can't tell with her if she is thinning now because she has like thicker fur, so it's a little harder to tell with her. She probably is too.
There we go. Yes, yes. Oh, he's looking up at me like, hi, Dad.
Well, you know what, Becca? Yeah, that is true. But you know what? Believe it or not, some
wait.
people who do have stockpiles.
Governor Wolf is holding a conference tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Okay, at 9 a.m. All right, but we'll see what that's
We'll see
about.
what that's about.
A lot of the couponers, believe it or not, are actually giving away some of their stash to help people out and not selling it.
Jack's on Ludo. Him and his fucking Ludo. Sorry for the language.
I know. We just know that he loves that darn game.
Yeah, he really freaking loves that.
I could never understand that game. Am I weird? I tried to understand it. Techie, you remember that when you sent me an invite?
Edna, his name is Oreo.
And I tried to figure that game out, and I was like, okay, I can't figure this damn game out.
Yeah, he's actually trying to score him on my arm right now because he's kind of sitting on his butt. But, like, yeah. Actually, wait, he tried to dig his face into my arm.
Yeah, I could never figure that game out, Mel. I tried to, and I'm like, no, I never made no sense to me.
I'm going to ground Jack. Please do, Mel.
But yeah, Becca, there's a few couponers that have been going on Facebook in different groups and actually offering, you know, like extra wipes or diapers or that to help people out, because it's one thing to like.
All right, he kind of left the frame. He's on my lap now.
I don't know how. Okay, there's nothing wrong with
he jumped off.
Having extra of things.
No, there isn't at all.
But when you literally wipe out a shelf of something, knowing there's elderly people are going to need it, there's people with small kids going to need it, then you're being greedy. And I'm sorry, but there's just like no damn like cause for that, really. Like, I don't understand it.
So what does that mean now? People can officially start referring to me as Reverend Ronnie?
You could officially make a page and say Reverend Ron's nuptials.
No, I don't want to sound like a classy bitch. Get out of here. No.
Okay. If you want to get hitched, come see this bitch. That would be so cute.
You know what? I can roll with that. I like that. If you want to get hitched,
come see this bitch. There you go.
Come see this sassy bitch. You want to get hitched? Come see this sassy bitch.
Yes, Lynette. Oreo is too. Like, well, I overdid it too. Like, freaking, I used to give him a handful 2-3 times a day. So I'm sure my girl is thinning down too. It's harder to tell with her though. Mostly because she did get a little bit wider after she got spayed.
Well, if you really want to understand how long this crisis is going to go on, you have to kind of understand virology, which is the study of viruses, how they function and why they function the way they do. And the thing that most people don't understand is with things like, say, the flu, which is caused by the influenza virus, viruses aren't like a lot of other organisms on Earth. They're technically neither alive nor dead. They kind of are just like their own little thing that kind of is like very artificial if you really think about it. What makes viruses so problematic is, unlike us, most living things, which our cells are made up of DNA, viruses run off of RNA, which stands for ribonucleic acid, as opposed to DNA, which is deoxyribonucleic acid. Now, with viruses, in order for them to replicate, they have to infect a healthy cell and hijack that cell and make that cell start producing RNA as well as more of the virus itself. That's how things spread on the microscopic level. That's how we have viruses. That's why viruses do what they do. Essentially, a virus exists just to replicate itself and make more of itself. That's basically all a virus lives for, essentially, if you want to think about it. Now, unlike our cells, which pretty much have complicated functions and function specifically for specific things, viruses are just like, okay, you know what, whatever. There's a healthy cell here. I'm going to infect it and just make more of myself. That's all. A lot of viruses are also very heavily protected by barriers and layers that prevent a lot of outside things from just automatically coming in and wiping it out.
Yep.
Ronnie, what? What about me? No, what about me? What's the question?
Oh yeah, Mel. That's my son Ronnie. You hear me talk about Ronnie?
Does she not know who I am?
No, she never was on any of my live chats. I don't think. You're techie. You're not going to find them.
Oh, I'm confusing her for Charity. Never mind. I'm like, what?
Yeah, Charity actually has a live stream going on too. I forgot that she does hers on Saturday.
My professional opinion, because I'll admit I'm very intellectual when it comes to a lot of subjects. My opinion, Karen, I think is that if this honestly is here to stay, we're going to be seeing it seasonally, like how we have H1N1 as a seasonal thing, like how we have influenza as a seasonal thing. Well, we're going to start seeing COVID-19 be a seasonal thing along with every other virus we go through.
Okay, I'm just referring to it as the virus because I was warned that I could be demonetized for mentioning it by the actual name. Yeah, you're right, Mel. No, you actually are right. Yeah, you can. You can. Matter of fact, one of the YouTubers I subscribe to actually bought paper towels and a container from Dollar Tree. And
no, what are you talking about? What new?
I know what she's talking about, making like your own wipes and everything when you can't get them Clorox ones or Lysol.
No, I heard I saw something about a new aunt. No, I pick and choose my family. No, Techie's my aunt. That's it.
Charity canceled her live. How come?
Why can you be demonetized?
No, we're in PA. We are in.
I don't know, Becca, because honestly, Markiplier made a video straight up titled, "Let's talk about blank virus," and it wasn't demonetized.
When I put the community tab up, Becca, somebody said that if you mention, the C word or the B word, you can be demonetized.
Techie,
and this and that.
You can just Google it. There's a reason why Google exists.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's like, damn.
You literally just need baby oil, freaking.
There's a couple of different things, ways to make them. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for, like, to kill the viruses and everything like that, then there are certain ingredients you need to do it.
Techie, I'm going to Google it right now. I'm going to message it to you in Messenger, all right?
Gardening. I know we still have some time left. Yeah, well, you know what? Edna, thank you for asking about gardening. Ronnie and I actually were out in the garden the other day, and the soil is loosening up. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign.
No longer frozen. We still had the stalks from my sunflowers from last year. Ronnie was able to literally like loosen them up and yank them literally like right out of the ground. So
why is Google being a retard tonight to me?
Maybe tomorrow I will just like rake the dirt a little bit. We didn't order any like fertilizer or anything yet, but I can't wait to. I cannot wait to. I know a little bit back in the conversation, people were saying about, I don't know. Okay, let me backtrack here a little bit. Years ago when H1N1 reared its ugly head, I was fortunate. I never got it.
All right, Techie, I'm sending you a link right now.
But you did. He did. And he was really, really sick with it.
For like 2 weeks.
Yeah, for about 2 weeks. I literally slept in the same room as him. I never got it. I never, ever got it. He wore a face mask all the time around the house. Well, now H1N1 is a strain of flu.
All right, I sent it to you on Messenger, Techie.
That comes.
It's a link to a website.
Every flu season.
I'll tell you how to make all that.
Yeah. So like now, it's a flu that is normal. I don't know how many of you guys go on the dark web, deep web, poke around on it a little bit. I know it gets a bad rap for, obvious reasons like the drugs and counterfeit things and Kitty porn.
Terry, even 70% IPA rubbing alcohol works too if you can't get your hands on 90%. I know because where I work, we use 70% alcohol to wipe down things and all that. So just throwing that out there too. If you can't get your hands on 90%, 70% works too.
So anyway, so I felt, and this is just me, I don't like subscribe to conspiracy theories, but it doesn't hurt sometimes to like back up and think out of the box for a moment, because
there's ways to block that all off so animals don't eat it. Oh, you're welcome, Techie. I just wasn't sure if I sent it to the right account because you have 3 of them. So
there is stuff though, Techie, you can get. You have to look on maybe.
I only said that, Terry, because like I said, with me working for Dial, we use alcohol to wipe down machinery as well as other surfaces. So that's how I know, because I've used it, because me having used it the one night, it stained my skin black on my hands. So
but anyway, as far as the dark web, I went on some chats to see what people
you can use aloe vera or any kind of thing that is scented too, Techie. You could use honeysuckle. You could even put essential oil into the damn thing to scent it if you really want to. It just depends on what scent you're trying to go for to throw into the alcohol when you make the hand sanitizer, because there's different scented hand sanitizers. And how do you think they make the scents? They throw oils and stuff in it that makes it scented.
Yep. So anyway, so I went on the dark web and I was looking for some anonymous chats and everything, trying to see what are people saying there about this virus. And I found a really good article. I really had to dig to find a ClearNet article that was similar to the one I found on the dark web, which showed people leaving the hospital in China and that they survived the virus and this and that.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
China, Italy, France, Puerto Rico.
Blah, 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 so okay. So they were treated, some of these people, with a cocktail of different medications. Malaria,
some which were used to treat malaria, others to treat
HIV, malaria, there's another medication some people were given too. I think it all depended on their ages. But guess what? There's people older than me in China that did survive this damn virus. Now, some of them do have long, temporary, or maybe permanent, they don't know yet, lung damage from this virus. So that could be a problem for a lot of these people down the road. But the fact is they're alive, which obviously is a good thing. But now I got weirded out when I read all this, because about 2 nights before, I was watching a video on YouTube, and there was this doctor, and he was going over, in plain English, what happens when you're put on a respirator. Say somebody has that virus and they have to put you on a respirator, what they do and this and that. And if you try to fight the respirator and shit, they paralyze you. So at some point, your body and the respirator basically are working together.
That was probably somebody that was off the coast of San Francisco on that cruise ship, Becca, Grand Princess. That's the quarantine cruise liner that everyone likes to, you hear about. That's what that ship was, the cruise liner, the Grand Princess.
Yeah, but now what people don't hear as much about is the Diamond Princess, which was the one in Japan. That's the one where there was only
yeah, but she just confirmed that that's the one I was talking about. Grand Princess, yep.
Now, the one that was quarantined in Japan,
yeah.
What they did there, they said in hindsight they acted wrong, because instead of leaving healthy people off, when they only had a few people quarantined that were sick, essentially
they just left everybody on the ship.
Everybody on that ship got sick, and people did die. Tea tree oil, yes. Yeah, that is. You can add that too. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can add any kind of essential oil to sanitizer. It doesn't really matter. I mean, unless of course you're going for a specific thing with the oil, then yeah, you can add anything to sanitizer.
I told one of my friends today, I said to her, in a pinch, I said, listen, get a few bottles of hydrogen peroxide. If you cannot get any wipes, get a few bottles of hydrogen peroxide. Put them in a clean spray bottle. You can clean off your surfaces, doorknobs, this and that with hydrogen peroxide. You can also use
there you go, Techie.
Alcohol. You can use
she has lavender. Oh well, yeah, lavender oil will work. Not to mention it's gonna make everything smell good too. So
yes,
there you
actually, that is true. I'm not sure about which.
Just be sure that you're not nobody that you or Jack aren't allergic to lavender, because then that's just gonna fuck up everybody's day.
I'm not sure about which hazel. I really don't know about that.
No, that's just used to clean and disinfect wounds.
Okay, but I know that you can use, like I said,
also, y'all,
hydrogen peroxide.
That's actually true, because also I've read online, and I've known this for a while. If you go hiking, anybody goes hiking, Pedialyte is also something that you want to bring with you because of the electrolytes that are in it. It'll keep you hydrated.
One of my subs said to me to get some of that box milk that Dollar Tree sells. Gone, all gone. That soy milk.
And I go hiking a lot, so believe me, I try to keep things like that with me.
Well, hopefully, if the weather stays nice, I want to start going on the rails, the trails too.
Yeah, maybe you'll actually go past Duck Creek Reservoir for once.
This time I would, yeah. Yeah.
Gatorade works too.
Gatorade, yeah, Gatorade is good.
But really either or, I mean, don't matter.
Anyway, like I was saying about this article that I found on the dark web from like China, but it was on CNN. I don't remember this showing up ever in my newsfeed. And so like I kept digging and digging, and I did find like a ClearNet version of it that I actually did share in a group chat that I'm in to a few people, and I said, check this out. And that info in this article tied into a video that I watched one night where this doctor was saying that zinc shows promise when manipulated, when the virus is manipulated in a lab and zinc is introduced to it. Zinc stops it from replicating. But because of the membrane surrounding it, how do you introduce zinc into this virus? So they were doing a little digging, and they realized a malaria medication has zinc in it. Something about chloroquinone or quinine, something like that.
You know what would be an interesting method of how to do it?
But
you want to hear my theory?
Hang on. But China apparently was already mixing up different cocktails, playing with them, because they gave these people, once they went into the hospitals and that, they gave people different cocktails and medicines.
Our local Save-A-Lot shut down, Edna.
Yeah, ours went out of business. I wish it did, because I used to like to go shopping there. Wish it was still here.
But you want to hear my interesting theory? What I think, how I think they should try that out. All right, take a cell, pump it full of zinc. Have that cell come in contact with the virus. Have the virus devour that cell. That way, when the virus goes to like try and like destroy the cell, destroying the cell will release the zinc into it. Essentially, packing the cell with zinc, so then when it gets devoured and destroyed, it's released all throughout the cell, all throughout the virus.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know, but see, here's a scary thought. China had no hesitation using these drugs on people to try and get them better.
They had no human restrictions on it at all. They didn't care.
But here in the U.S., it takes years for a vaccine to be approved. I mean, in a way, it's a good thing. It is a good thing. But in a life and death situation, I would hope that they would move their butt a little bit quicker, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that.
Or even just not care about human restrictions at all.
I mean, every vaccine has its side effects, but if the side effects are nowhere near as bad as the actual illness, I would say go for it. I mean, there's people alive and well in China that did survive it. And based on their age, they got different cocktails. But now there is some more articles coming from China, about China, that basically they're saying that the virus started as early as November of last year, not December. The government basically lied to our government because they didn't want to, create a big uproar. And basically,
Great idea on the cell theory. Well, again, I'm somebody who understands virology, so I mean,
so basically, like they say that patient zero was not in Wuhan, was in a province of Wuhan called Hubei. I probably butchered the name bad. So basically, that's pretty much like a province of Wuhan, China. And that ties in, interestingly enough, with a Reddit thread.
that's what we're seeing too, Becca. That's the group of the groups of people that are essentially most to worry
Elderly,
about.
people that are overweight, people that are diabetic, people that have had cancer or that have a compromised immune system, people with any kind of respiratory issues, COPD, for example, or lung surgery, stuff like that. Basically, anybody with heart trouble, which is me, plus I'm over 50. So, yeah, it is kind of scary. I'm not like losing sleep over it. And I'm really disgusted with people, though, after like when me, Techie, and Ashley were in the stores yesterday. It was just crazy. Mel, I was going to say if you could get to Dollar Tree, if you do need some odds and end things, I would say, Mel, check out Dollar Tree. If you can get a ride to a Dollar Tree.
Oh, Kim Wills is on.
Oh my God, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
How are you, honey? How are you?
Kim, I remember years ago
Oh my God, Heather, what state are you in?
about Alicia being the door. Do you remember? Kim? Alicia, the door?
Oh my God, yeah, she probably
Yeah,
does.
the door. I remember the door very well. I was there when we all made that joke.
No, Terry, I didn't hear about that. But you know what? I could see where at some point maybe the truckers are going to be getting scanned to see if they have a fever. There's another thing people are forgetting.
Oh, I miss you so much, Kim. I do. I really do.
Oh, Ohio. Oh, gosh. Kim, they're buying up the toilet paper in the event that there is a, say, 2-week quarantine kind of thing and you can't go to stores or that. They have enough, but they have more than enough. Unless you have like 10 people living with you. Yeah, I would think if you need like 30, if you need 20 or 30 packs of toilet paper to get through a 2-week quarantine, then you should be in the hospital. Exactly, Becca. If you need that much toilet paper, then you should be in the hospital. Aw, well, it's nice to hear from you, Kim. I'm very sorry, honey, about your dad. I really, really am. Yeah, music lovers, same here. They announced that all the grocery stores now are doing it. That, whatchamacallit, they are Walmart, Giant, everything, closing from 12 midnight till 6 in the morning. And they're starting to enforce limits. But the damage is already done. I mean, a lot of mothers are not going to be able to use their WIC benefits because unless you're going to be up early in the morning to wait for your store to open up so you can get formula or something and stuff, it's just terrible. It's horrible. It is. It's absolutely nuts. Well, I could see somebody with a condition like Crohn's, IBS, something like that. That honestly could be legitimate. But I would honestly hope if you have a condition like that, that you've learned over time to keep extra. So you don't need to go out and buy up the whole store and be an idiot. Like, really.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, like, really, when you think about like how things can be, um, spread, people forget gas pumps, pumping gas, um, swiping your card in a store, touching the keypad. Hundreds of people touch that every day. Music lover. I don't know. Did I tell you? No, I guess I didn't tell you. There was a very crude woman in this one commenting on this one post days ago about baby formula and that. She said that nursing mothers or women should relactate. Can anybody please explain to me how does a woman relactate? I never heard of that. Is that even possible? Relactate?
Get pregnant again and go through the whole lactating thing? I don't know.
No, I don't know. I have absolutely no idea.
I don't know either. I'm not a woman. I don't have a vagina and tits.
You are right, Lane Piazza. If you run out of things, that is absolutely true. Yeah, definitely. Like jump in the tub, jump in the shower. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, hell.
Yeah, they're saying anyone that's overweight, yeah, it is absolutely crazy. Oh, my darn sinuses. Like, I know, I can imagine. I cough on a video. I just don't want anybody thinking, she's sick. No, periodically, I have allergies. And periodically, like if there's too much dust or something, or if I forget to vacuum at the right time, I will be coughing and my nose will be draining and not having tonsils. Yeah. And I can blow my nose and everything before I do a video. And about 15 minutes into video, I will sneeze, I will cough, whatever. Oh, a pump. Okay. That really is such a thing, Becca. Relactating. Oh, wow.
Wait, that is a thing?
Yeah, Becca said she's in a breastfeeding group. Plenty of women have done it. Use a pump. The stimulation will help you relactate. She breastfed her little boy. Okay, thank you. Thank you very, very much. She has a little girl. And
I think I just had a bunch of neurons in my brain just explode. I don't see how it's possible, but all right.
That is amazing. I never knew that. I, honest to God, never knew that. I was thinking this woman was a bit of a whack job.
I mean, if you say it's a thing, Becca, I believe it, but I just, my brain's just like,
yeah, we learned something.
How's this a thing?
Yeah, I never ever heard of that, but that is interesting to know. They're closing as of Tuesday. All right, Ronnie, we're going to have to go get some alcohol Monday because the liquor stores are closing as of Tuesday.
Hi, what money I have? I have for like the end of the month and shit. Sorry.
No. Yeah, true. Okay, how about a cheap quart of beer?
Sure, why not?
Okay, we could afford a cheap quart of beer. All concert to Penn Peak, yeah.
Nah, we could have 240s. Why not? We deserve it. We earned it.
Well, you know what? The casinos definitely would be a bad place to be right now. People come in busloads to the casinos right now. All the germs, people touching the casinos, the slot machines, the bathrooms. Think about that. That would be probably, if you want to get the virus, that would be a perfect place to go, really. Because think, hundreds and hundreds of people go throughout there 24/7. Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying it's not possible, Becca. Just myself personally, understanding physics and stuff.
I never knew that was possible, but that
I
is
don't see how that's
interesting to
possible.
know.
But I mean, if people say it's possible, who am I to stop? Just say it's not.
That is interesting. I never knew a person could do it without having given birth.
Unless, of course, you're somebody who stands on top of a building and thinks that flapping your fucking arms is going to make you fly, which in that case, it's not. But, you know, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, I never heard that. Now, I wanted to breastfeed, but I had toxemia when I was pregnant with my oldest son. So right off the bat, that was a big no-no.
Speaking of which, Mom, for Easter this year, well, Easter, Eostra, and all that this year, what do you want to do?
I don't even, honest to goodness, know. I actually have to get in touch with your brother about that because...
I meant for us.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we could, we'll figure something out.
Our witchy holiday.
Okay, we could figure something out. Yeah, did you guys see the thing I shared about the Scranton parade?
It takes time, though. That's awesome. I mean, I would imagine something that takes time to do. It's not just something that just, becomes a thing overnight.
That is, you know what, Becca, though, that is actually amazing. That is actually very, very amazing. If you think about it.
I'm actually a little intrigued.
Nature surprises you sometimes. That is actually amazing.
Well, it's almost like as a thing about why do us men have nipples too? If for you women, nipples are a necessary function as part of the whole pregnancy, process. Why do men have nipples too? Unless at one point in time, nature honestly thought that maybe us men were gonna get pregnant too, and then it was like, nope, forget it. We'll just have women be the ones that go through. I
shared an article on my Facebook from a friend because she lives up in Scranton.
Techie, everybody is Irish on St. Patty's Day. Everybody, you know that. Doesn't matter who you are.
And friggin', they were still gonna have the parade. Even though people said it is stupid. You cannot trust. People are gonna be drinking. Do you really think they're gonna be washing their hands, using hand sanitizer after a few drinks? No.
I don't know why, Becca, but like I said, I think honestly that was just Mother Nature's way of backpedaling on a decision. Like, you know what, men should have nipples because we want them to get pregnant too. And then Mother Nature was like, you know what, no, I don't. No, men being pregnant, no. We'll just leave it to women.
Yeah, but Techie, I told you what Ronnie turned around and said about pneumonia. So
yeah, like I commented on your post, Techie. Certain vaccines only are designed to protect you against that specific virus. Like, for instance, the flu vaccine protects you against specific various strains of influenza. It doesn't protect you against the virus. I almost said the C word. It doesn't protect you against the virus because it's not designed to. It's only designed to tackle one specific thing. What doesn't help is, like I said earlier, how viruses replicate. The fact that they hijack healthy cells to essentially make more of themselves, when a lot of viruses have protective layering around them to prevent outside things from, interrupting that process. Now, there are things out there that can break down a virus's outer layers to allow it to essentially be killed off, but a lot of the things that do that are hard-hitting drugs on the immune system and the human body, like HIV drugs and malaria drugs and all that.
She was talking about pneumonia, though, honey.
There was another post she made that somebody said about a vaccine. There's no vaccine. I said, yeah, there is no vaccine because when it comes to vaccinations only protect you against a specific thing. Vaccinations, the flu vaccine and pneumonia vaccine right now are not going to help you against the virus because they're not targeted to that specific to the virus as it is now.
Okay, but would it offer anybody at least some sort of protection as far as if the shit gets in their chest, their lungs?
No, because it would still only be used to target the pneumonia, the virus that causes pneumonia. It would not help you against the virus.
Yeah, but in people my age group, it does turn into pneumonia, and friggin' that's what's killing people.
But it's not the virus turning into pneumonia. The people that are infected with the virus, and I say quote the virus, who are also experiencing pneumatic symptoms, they also have caught pneumonia alongside of it, but it's masquerading and hiding under something else because of the virus being the most prioritized thing right now. You can have more than one virus infecting your body at one time.
Oh God, yeah, that I do know. Yeah, that I do know.
You can have the flu, you can have bronchitis,
Jackie,
you can have a whole bunch of things.
They're saying that it's going to burn out by the summer. That the flu usually fades away come the hot weather.
And it's also common knowledge that we have seasonal periods of where one virus or even several become become the norm, and the possibility is now that this virus might be part of that whole thing, where now we have H1N1 as part of that season and various strains of flu as part of that season. Well, the virus might very well become another member of that whole seasonal group.
Good night, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Take care. Yeah, some people.
There are different flu. There are different vaccines for various strains of influenza. I don't know if you've ever actually looked at like an actual chart that people get like with their vaccinations. You'll see that there's like influenza A, influenza B, influenza C. Those are individual strains of influenza, because influenza is not just one virus. It's various different strains of it that cause influenza, and each strain is related to each other, but they affect the body in different ways.
Don't forget there was the SARS and then the MERS and
yes.
But here is something weird. Okay, when H1N1 first came out, that was considered a pandemic. He had it.
Viruses are a very complicated thing to try and really understand in nature, because they don't really operate and run on the same kind of.
One sec, Becca. It is a unknown strain of animal flu that somehow jumped from an animal to a person. Now, we were all told, okay, you probably heard the same thing I did, that it came from a bat.
No, but I want to answer her question so bad.
Okay, hang on. But what I'm seeing on chats in the dark web is that it may not actually have come from a bat. So that may be a little bit up in the air. Again, we're only going by what governments tell us, what they say. Go ahead.
A lot of the names of individual viruses come from the shape of the cells that make up that virus. Like, for instance, Staphylococcus, like for instance, the virus staph has to do with the shape of the cells. Like, Staphylococcus refers to the roundness of the cells themselves. E. coli has to do with the shape of those viral cells, which are very rod shaped. In the case of this virus, corona refers to its shape.
Spikes. Like a crown.
Almost like as if, like, if you were like, let's say, look at the sun during a solar eclipse, how it has like a corona of light around it. That's kind of what it's referring to. It's not that this is another strain of the flu. This just happens to also fall under the same category as a whole bunch of other viruses based upon their shape. Oh wow, Mary, that's holy shit.
What?
But that's how they. That's how I understand it, Becca.
Plant, Mary. What plant does your son work at?
The scary thing with this whole virus, though, Becca, is it kind of mutates a lot like how HIV does, where with each individual person it infects, it mutates more. kind of like with how HIV does. Like there's whole various different strains of HIV now because of how long it's been around and how many people it's infected. If honestly scientists want to stop something from mutating, they have to figure out what it is in the virus that makes
zinc.
That's one way, but not all viruses respond to zinc.
Oh, DART solo cup.
What if a person if you really want to shut down an actual virus entirely, you have to attack it on the nuclear level, meaning you have to somehow get inside the virus's nucleus, shut down its RNA production, and go from there.
It is a form of flu, Jackie, but what a lot of people are missing and just don't want to quite seem to accept is the fact that he may only get sniffles if he gets it. Okay. For healthy people,
yes,
you
and
might
no,
not even.
Jackie. It is a flu, and then it isn't a flu. It's a distant relative to influenza viruses, but it's not directly related to them entirely. It just happens to be related to a lot of the viruses that cause influenza. It itself is not the flu. It's not the flu itself entirely. It's just a relative to a lot of viruses that cause influenza.
And here's the thing too, Jackie, it is targeting specifically people in my age group that have pre-existing health conditions, diabetes. Bret Michaels canceled shows because he's a diabetic.
Just like with plants and animals, viruses have
heart trouble,
relatives,
compromised immune systems. What the hell?
Snow?
Yeah, start there.
There's a lot of strains of flu that kill people too, though. Yeah, there is. And thankfully, that number is a lot lower than
what
it
I'm
used
trying
to
to
be.
think, Jackie, the complete list was overweight people, people with heart disease, diabetes, respiratory issues, any kind of like surgery.
I think the reason
breathing problems. So that is a pretty good portion of the population because it's not just people over 50 with some of those issues.
Entirely.
There's people under 50 that have health conditions, as well as people in his age group have health conditions. So while it may not be a big thing to healthy people, those of us that aren't have every damn right to be paranoid because people did die from it. And if you notice, you only see videos so far of people under 40 surviving it.
Yeah.
I have yet to see one damn video post anywhere, Jackie, of someone 55, 65 saying, I survived it. It's not that bad, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better and calmer when I see someone. So right now, the world is watching Tom Hanks and his wife because he's in his 60s. Let's see what happens, God forbid, with him.
I'm going to tell you a little story. A couple of years ago, we're all aware of, obviously, climate change melting away a lot of ice and snow in a lot of locations on Earth. A couple of years ago, there was a Russian scientist who discovered a 20 million year old virus in a core sample, and he actually brought it back to life. And he, for whatever reason, injected it into himself. Now, he was sick for 2 weeks because your body's not going to know what the hell to do with something that's 20 million years old and has never encountered it before in its life. So he got sick. Now, what's the interesting thing is what started happening with this guy after he got sick was he had heart trouble. And he actually started monitoring himself and started realizing that whatever this virus is and that he injected himself with, it actually was starting to repair heart tissue. Now, how a virus can do that, I don't know. Again, we're talking about something that's 20 million years old. We don't know what something from so long ago can and can't do because we've never tackled it. We've never seen it before in our life. And this guy is alive. He's perfectly fine. Granted, he was sick for 2 weeks once he had it in him, but he's fine.
Becca, you're absolutely right. That is true. But you know the reason so many people wind up going to work sick? Because there's nonsense bullshit where you get dock points if you're sick.
Not to mention unpaid leave. Like a lot of times people don't get paid.
Yeah.
or leaving or missing time.
Like you get sent home from work, you get docked. You take off because you're sick. Some
Yeah,
places
Heather.
only allow
Heather,
you
that has-
one sick day
Hold on.
a month. How many people are going to get over something in necessarily 24 hours? One damn day a month. That's ridiculous.
Heather, that you're talking about the ship off the coast of California that was quarantined, the Grand Princess. That's what that refers to.
Yeah, those folks. That is true. I did see that too. But see, here's the thing. They were relatively healthy even though they were up in age. That's the thing.
Jackie, I'll light a candle on my altar tonight for your sister too with that.
Yeah, that is not anything to
Companies should be better at that, Becca, but again, you're talking about a country that runs entirely on capitalism.
Good old American capitalism.
I mean, come on, we just handed out $1.5 trillion to corporations and businesses to keep Wall Street running. We shouldn't. There's no reason why we should have done that at all. Why the government did that? You know, throwing us, the common people, under the bus that vote for these politicians and elect these people to their offices. But oh, hey, no, screw everybody else. We'll just give $1.5 trillion to the government, to pump it into the economy to keep the economy going. Yeah, I guess obviously that tells you right there that in the grand scheme of things, the government doesn't fucking care about any of us. It just cares about what keeps the government.
Well, first off, I don't buy any damn thing any foreign government says or our own damn government, to be perfectly honest. I think they only tell us what they want us to know. And here's what I just said to Ronnie tonight. H1N1, when it came out, was a pandemic. But they did not go to the extremes that they are with this. Okay? And somebody actually did put something up.
I don't know if you know this, Becca, but my mom has lupus, so.
No, not lupus. I have fibro.
Oh.
No, they had thought I had lupus, but no, I have fibro.
Never mind. No, I stand corrected.
But like somebody did a comparison of the death rate from H1N1 and then whatchamacallit, what's going on now, and they're saying that H1N1 was pretty deadly too. But the thing is, they didn't go through the thing of closing schools and all this and that they are now. I think there is something else going on.
Distract our attention away from it.
Yeah.
We just can't figure out what it is.
We don't know exactly what it is. But usually in the past, when there is a big thing that everybody's focused on in the news,
something shady goes on behind the scenes.
Something else is going on. Maybe not in the U.S., maybe in another country, but there's something else going on that is taken away from. We're not paying attention to what's going on over here. I think a lot of things are going to come out of China.
The problem,
I really do.
The problem, light in the piazza, is we allowed the wrong entities to overstep their boundaries. When we started allowing corporations and banks to financially buy out our politicians, we pretty much signed our death warrants for the average American, because in that case, the government essentially is just now being bought and paid for by these corporations and people, billionaires, instead of actually, existing and functioning based entirely off of, us voting, us donating to campaigns, yada, yada, yada. That is why anymore you constantly keep hearing about candidates, decrying big money running, financing campaigns and whatnot, because we brought it on ourselves. We really did.
Yes, we did. My mother's generation, and maybe even maybe my grandparents and my mother's generation, I think got complacent. Oh, wow, Becca. That's good that he has his own business, but yeah. Is it like a seasonal kind of thing? Or does he work year round?
I'm the
Oh,
kind.
well, that's good, Mary.
I'm the kind of person, honestly. I'll admit, I'm very nihilistic. I honestly do believe that we should just burn the government down entirely and just start from the ashes. But that's just me.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it is more seasonal. Oh, gosh. Light in the Piazza, you're in Italy, aren't you? You are
Well,
over in Italy, I do believe.
well, Mom, the word piazza is the Italian word for like a square or a place where people gather
Yes, I
for
know what it
entertainment and
means.
leisure.
I do know how to read, dear, and I do have a pretty extensive vocabulary. I don't always use it, but I do. Good night, Terry. Take care. You too. Stay safe.
A similar word is piazza, where there's a T in it and not a Z, an extra Z.
I wanted to just ask her, like, about what I've been seeing on the news over
Now the
there
Russian
in
word,
Italy.
the Russian word for that is platz,
Because it's
P-L-A-T-Z.
just heartbreaking. They're leaving people in literally hallways in hospitals
Good night, Terry.
to die. Good night, Terry. Oh no, you're in Vegas. Okay, I am sorry. My bad. Okay, I must have you mixed up then with another one of my subs. One of my subs is from Italy.
Well, still, the word piazza is the Italian word for square or
Yeah,
gathering
I am
place of people.
sorry. One of my subs is from Italy, and I actually have not seen her comment in maybe like a week or so. I just wanted to ask her about like what was going on because it's just heartbreaking hearing what's going on over there. Like absolutely horrible. How is it in Las Vegas? Like hospitals in
Nevada.
everything over there in Nevada. Hello, little girl. What's up, Feisty? Hey, Mama. Hi.
Are you looking for Oreo? He's
Maybe
not in
she'll
here.
come up on my lap and I could show her up. Let me see if she'll come up. Come here, Mama. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Come here, baby.
Oh, she's just kind of walking over to you like, you.
Come here. Come on, sweetie.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh, she's in Greece? Frugal Mama. Oh, gosh. I didn't know she was in Greece. Do they even have any cases over there in Greece?
Well, if it's bad in Greece, I would say yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't really see Greece mentioned.
I haven't really either. Oh, you know what? You know what? It's okay, Greece. You could, Greece. You could, just go.
Are they clamping down over there maybe as a preventative measure? I mean, just
maybe
because of what's going on, like in Italy and all
Yeah,
that?
you know what? Greece. You know what? Greece will be good. They just need to bring back the whole sacrificing virgins to Saturn thing. It's all right.
I can imagine though. Are they doing over there like what they pretty much did in, say,
Alright.
like Italy?
Oreo, why are you looking at me like that for, huh?
Handsome, what's the matter?
Look at him. He's looking at me like,
What? Oh, he's blinking like,
what?
oh.
What do you want, bud?
Come here, baby girl. Come on.
Come here, Oreo. Oreo.
Come here, chunky monkey. Come here, my little chunky girl.
Greece is right beside Italy. It is, but
Yeah, but
it's
I'm
across-
saying,
it's
like,
across-
are they?
it's across the Adriatic Sea, though.
Are they like? Did she say? Are they doing like the same sort of measures, Michael, that Italy like started to? Well, Italy did. What am I saying? Doing Italy did like with the complete whole like just lock down everything. Because that's got to be absolutely horrible when your whole country is like locked down. There's Miss Feisty. She wanted her few minutes.
Mary, Greece has always had a history of being pretty prevalent about people
What'd she
invading.
do?
She fucking smacked my face with her tail.
Oh, Turkey.
I just lost my train of thought. Mary, Greece has always had a good streak when it comes to being invaded and keeping invading people out. So I wouldn't really be worried about Greece being run over by Turkey. They have a long history of behind them to prove it.
Oh, completely closed down. So they're probably doing that as a preventive measure. Ay, 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 ay. I can imagine it's nuts just being in your town and it's maybe like lockdown or something.
Dead quiet, no one on the streets, nothing.
But I mean, like for your whole country, I don't understand that because what are people supposed to do for food and medication? Ay, 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 ay. That's terrible. That's terrible.
I mean, at one point in time, Mary, Italic people in Italy were trading partners with much of Hellas, which is the technical name for Greece. Greece is what we in the Western world call their country. To them, amongst themselves, they call it Hellas.
What up, bud? Huh? What's up, handsome? Come here, mamas. Come here.
And part of our family comes from, Italy, so
Well, Tyrol.
Tyrole's still part of Italy, though.
I know, but if you want to get technical, you want to say Tyrol.
Well, it's its own autonomous diplomatic region of Italy, we'll say that. They pretty much govern themselves. The rest of Italy is just like, whatever, we'll leave you alone because, we came and conquered you and made
Oh
you
my
part
goodness,
of us.
I didn't know that she has a business over there. Ay, 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 ay. See, this is what I don't understand. And I mean, like, you don't really read a lot per se when they don't really go in depth about these things.
Yes.
What do people do for food? If the country is on a lockdown and nothing is allowed in or out, what do people do for food? What do people do, say, like for medication? Like I remember last week when China said that they were not exporting anything to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trump turned around and said that he was not allowing any exports into the country.
Hi, Charity. Hello, Charity.
Hello,
I'm sorry
Charity.
to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Oh,
I hope you get better.
I hope you're feeling better, sweetie. So like my thing is, okay, people forget a lot of our medication
comes from outside
comes
the
from
US.
China. Probably, I want to say maybe up to 75% of it for all different kind of conditions is manufactured in China. So if there's medication on a ship that's docked and nobody can touch it.
Yes, that is true, Mary. They're the real MVPs in the middle of all this.
Like, okay, there is stockpiles in the U.S., but what happens when the stockpiles run out?
Exactly.
Yes, the truckers, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I just said they're the real MVPs in the middle of all this because they're trying their damnedest to keep places stocked.
So, like a lot of the smaller supermarkets outside of my town and in like surrounding areas and that, they all are doing the same thing, shutting down from like midnight to 6, 7 o'clock in the morning so they could clean the store, restock, and they're putting limits. You know what? The stores should have been putting limits
from the beginning,
from the get-go. I'm sorry, but they should have just stopped, and been like, okay, no. Why do you have 100 foster kids? Then why do you have 30 cases of diapers? Are you running a nursery? No. Then put some of them the hell back. The stores let it get out of hand too. That's just absolutely crazy.
Oreo's just sitting off too. My mom's left listening to everything like, you guys are talking about stuff.
Actually, today, what temperature would you say it was today?
I think the high was 58.
I think it was like 58.
It was in the 50s, I know that.
It was nice out. It wasn't cold. I don't believe it.
Good night, Becca.
Knowing. Good night, Becca. Good to talk to you, honey. Take care. I don't believe it is snowing. I don't know. Ronnie, just out of curiosity, go look out of a window because one never knows.
I could probably tell you better from the front window because there's.
No, I do agree with you about the
I'll be right
vitamin
back.
D. I do agree with you about the vitamin D. You're absolutely right. I actually used to take a supplement for that. No, you're absolutely right. Because they either, I think, want to make money during a crisis, which again is absolutely horrible, or they just think that, the hell with everybody else and they're special. Uh, no, what's going to happen is the virus is going to eventually burn out as the temperatures go up, and they're going to be stuck trying to sell this stuff next flu season at an outrageous price and saying, well, look at what happened last year. Now you could be prepared. And I wouldn't give people like that a damn penny. The hell with them. It is disgusting. I mean, it's just, I could see, like, okay, say you have a child that drinks formula, and say normally, you get 2 cans, so maybe you get three and cash in, like, say, well, not with check, like a WIC card. Say you get like one or two extra. I don't feel that is being a hoarder. But when somebody literally buys like every can on a shelf so that moms with WIC checks cannot get what their children need, there is something seriously wrong with that. That is just wrong. They forget that there is other people. It's horrible. I mean, I went to get like I was looking for airborne or emergency because I like to take emergency during the winter. Never ever ran out. Everything gone. Walmart gone. Everything. Even some kind of stuff that begins with Z. Not Zyrtec. Is some kind of like a supplement. There was like one box of that, yeah, Zorcal or something. I didn't even know what that was for, so I didn't even touch it. But no emergency, no no airborne, and I thought this is absolutely nuts. Yeah, Becca was saying that that is possible. I had never heard of that. So amazing. Isn't it amazing? Things with nature, like wow. Me neither, Michael. Me neither. I mean, like, I do have a little bit of a stash downstairs, but neither me nor Ronnie could afford to go out and buy, like, $200 worth of toilet paper or something. Get the hell out of here. They're saying, music lover, that it should burn out, but the thing of it is, don't forget, like, Pennsylvania only has a few months of hot weather. So, what basically is going to happen when fall comes and then winter? Is it going to rear its ugly head? And I was thinking, what happens to people that do get it? Are they going to have natural immunity? Why can't they come up with a vaccine that they could give to people that are at risk? And then the people that are reasonably healthy, not give the vaccine to. So that way they would be able to pick up natural immunity if they would get it. Hello, Rachel. How are you, honey? I just keep thinking that there is more to it, and we are going to find out that, yeah, here in the US, there is no vaccine for this virus. But in China, people got cured by different cocktails of HIV, malaria, and a couple of different kinds of medication. They're alive and breathing. Now, some of them do have limited lung capacity function. They have to do breathing exercises because of the infection that was in their lungs. But yet they per se don't have a vaccine, but they did treat a lot of people, and a lot of people are alive because of it. So my thing is, if the U.S. is aware of what China is using, will the U.S. try the same thing? Or are they just going to let people die because they don't want to, quote unquote, try something untested? We all know it takes years for things to pass through in the U.S. I would think it's horrible to let people die in the U.S. if there is tried and proven treatments that worked in China. What is the problem with the U.S.? That's my biggest concern right now is if somebody 60 years old survived in China being given this and this and this and being on a respirator for 8 days and this and this and this, but they survived, and yet the U.S. is just going to put you on a respirator and, like whatever, and not give you anything. But knowing what worked in China, why would the U.S. do that? I would think then that the U.S. basically doesn't give a damn. That's just my opinion. Well, I said this. A lot of our politicians are old. Think about
I'm back.
it. They're old. So Mitch McConnell, for one, he's old. Joe Biden, although I do like Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders for different reasons, they're both up there. Bernie just had a heart attack, like 2-3 months ago. A lot of people in the Senate and that up in age. A lot of politicians are up in age. Okay. If no politicians, not one damn politician here in the United States of America dies from the virus, then I say that's a crock of shit. There either is a vaccine and only certain people got it, or then the rumors saying that it's bioweaponry or population control may be true. Because how in the hell is the virus going to know if you're a politician or if you're a welder, if you work in a store, or if you're retired? A virus isn't going to know that. A virus should make, I don't know, Joe Biden as sick as it would make maybe, say, an old guy down the street from me. They should both be equally sick based on their age. Right? That's what you would think in theory. But Joe Biden doesn't get sick, and say, just hypothetically, somebody down the street from me, old, gets it and passes away, then think for a moment. Well, how did he get protected from it? And yet this person got it. If it's all around, and this and that all over, then I would firmly believe if not one famous person or one political person dies from it, then I'm sorry, they're full of shit. There's got to be a vaccine or some kind of meds they were treated with. That would just be too funny. And if no American would realize that and think, wait a minute, isn't it unusual? No, it's not unusual. It means they're full of shit. They were given something, or there is a vaccine that we ain't going to get until a lot of people die.
Hold on here. Whoever that was timed out by Charity.
Oh, okay.
I guess because of their comment. Oh, come on now.
Oh, well, I don't care. You don't have to.
This is something that, well, I think,
nobody has to.
Well, I think to some degrees is being blown out of proportion. I still think that this is important because, like, hand washing and all these precautions should have been things that people should have been doing.
All of these officials are older, so if none of them die from this virus, then there is something very fishy about that.
Control. I don't know what you're trying to say there. Oh.
Population control. That's what I call it.
Well,
if only the general population around the country and around the world, basically, because, we're talking about over in the UK and that too. Yeah. If only the general population gets it and, a few people die, okay. but no politicians die. Not one damn politician dies or
Yeah,
gets the
but
virus. I'm sorry, but that is pretty goddamn fishy.
yeah, but if
Because with all the traveling that they do and everything, how in the hell is it that not one politician in any country gonna get it? I
yeah,
find
but
that to be a little bit hard to believe.
yeah, but if this really were population control, I would think if you wanted to control a population, you would have people dropping dead in like
No, just the opposite. You would do it subtly, and you would do it something so people wouldn't realize that that is exactly what it is.
yeah, but if you really wanted it to be population control, though, you would sit there and have a larger number of people dropping dead from this than just whatever. Last I knew, the global figure looking at this was like 122,000 cases. If you really want it to be population control, you would have this thing.
I'm talking about here in the U.S. though. I can't speak for like other governments.
I'm saying that, but I'm just saying if you wanted this to really be population control, you would be having this thing kill people by at least 1 million.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Think about this. If they're saying that this virus was known and being tracked back in China back earlier than what they told us,
yeah,
how do we know it hasn't been here in the U.S. earlier than what we're seeing it? It could have been here since last year. And people might have just been exactly. Oh my God, I did not know that.
I actually kind of knew that. I read something, somewhere I read that before. I just read it and I was like, huh.
Oh my God, that is interesting, Carol. Thank you for sharing that. I never knew that.
Actually, yeah, that is true. That is historically true.
I never knew that. Okay, guys, I need to run to the bathroom for a moment. So
yeah, you just get to see my face for like a minute
Ronnie
or two.
will take over for a few minutes while I run to the bathroom.
Hello, everybody again. Hi.
Ronnie, you should say it. Hi.
No, it's already way past that. I mean, they know who I am already. I've been here the whole time. Well, in that case, to everybody that is new, hi, how are you? Good to have you here tonight. That's scary, Carol. It's actually not scary. That's history. That's historical right there.
Yeah, I did not know that. That is.
I kind of knew about it. I read it. Like I said, I've read it somewhere, but I don't remember where I read it. But that is a thing. I do remember that. I'm fed up of trying to find loot rolls. Struggle is real everywhere with that. I hate seeing all the images that my friends take of empty shells. I'm like, why? It's like, why? It's like, honestly, to a degree, I wish people were this passionate about climate change as they are with this virus. It's like, it's funny. Us being a species, we are such an ass backwards thing. We really are. The things that we should care about, we don't. And the things that honestly don't matter at all, we make it something that matters. Coffin birth cutie. Hi, hello. Hello to everybody else out there that's new. Hi. My mom had to run to the bathroom, so I am sitting for the moment in her place. It's me and my son. We just need a few. Well, I mean, good luck finding it. Everything I'm seeing so far, everything's wiped out. Even Amazon's wiped out. Although I guarantee you, all the people that bought stuff off of Amazon in droves probably just made Jeff Bezos trillions of dollars richer. It is nuts. I admit that, Ma. Hi, Bob. You just can't see him, but he's on my left right here, sitting on my mom's phone. Hi, Oreo. Hi, buddy. Hi, O. Hi, O. Hi, buddy. Are you really, you're comfortable sitting on that? All right, whatever. Crazy cat. My one friend, actually, Miranda was joking around saying that, a couple years back when after the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider, was built under France and Switzerland, that activating it caused something to go on with time where we were somehow shifted to a whole another timeline of history, and that's why everything's going ass backwards as it is today because of something like that. I'm like, that's not possible at all. Maybe they honestly were right. Maybe in some weird way, everything's just been shifted around. But we wouldn't know that. We wouldn't be able to recognize it at all because to us, everything's just going the same way as we know it always has. He should be ashamed. He honestly should be ashamed. Now, granted, I will order things off of Amazon, but that's just me. I mean, that's just me ordering stuff because to a degree, I like Amazon's fast delivery and all that, but like when it comes to Bezos himself, I'm like, I don't like you, guy, dude. I really don't. I don't like that you're such an asshat. Love your cats. Yeah, we love them too. Like I said, you just can't see him, but well, you probably see my hand right there. I'm chuckling his chin, but he's right here on my left. And my mom's back. I'm gonna hop out.
No, I'll just switch seats with you.
No, really? Already we're switching seats. Never mind.
You're right, music lover. It is something out of a Stephen King novel. And ironically,
get off.
Oreo. Ironically, get down. What I actually seen in a movie bin at Walmart, The Stand, and I'm like, oh God, no.
My one friend Danielle loves that.
Oh, it's a wonderful movie. Yes.
Yeah, that's one of Danielle's favorite movies. She actually mentioned that on Facebook yesterday.
Paper eggs. Yeah, you know what? Eggs. That is something that all the white eggs were wiped out of Walmart yesterday. That blew my mind. And there was only a few dozen of brown eggs. And I thought, if, I wasn't sure if I actually had the room because we don't exactly have a huge refrigerator here.
Yeah.
I would have bought up the brown eggs. But then when I looked at the price, I'm like, wait a minute, almost $4 a dozen for brown eggs. I can get them cheaper down Giant, to be honest. All these actually would be cheapest. Yeah, Dollar General over by us too. They are doing pretty good. Well, you know what? It's not necessarily Amazon itself though, Mary. It could be private sellers. Don't forget, there's a lot of private sellers on Amazon. And the private sellers can charge basically, I guess, whatever, they want on Amazon. So, yeah, you got to watch. If you want to look for the best price on something and see if anybody has it in stock, use an app like Honey or Popcart, and it will tell you who has it and for what price. Hello, Tina. You're having a beer. That sounds very good. You know what? I don't blame you. Yeah, exactly, music lover. A lot of the private sellers, if they are going to be doing nonsense like that, yeah. It's actually illegal right now, price gouging.
Mm-hmm. But I'm surprised that a Rite Aid store did that down in Lehighton.
Yeah, by Ashley.
I can't believe Rite Aid did that.
And neither could she believe it either.
Because
I said I would report them. I said,
because
that's price
I'm
gouging.
pretty sure that's illegal on like a
It
corporate
is.
level. So it must be an individual manager that sat there and did that.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I
they
said,
could be,
I would report that. I said, because
can
the
be-
federal government put a thing up that they're not going to tolerate this price gouging.
well, not just that, but they could be fired for doing that.
Well, you know what? Like I tell people, in a pinch, there seems to be like paper towels left as compared to toilet paper. If you happen to have a circular saw, I've seen a guy actually do it on a video today on YouTube. Him and his wife bought, I guess, like a bunch of paper towels, and the big wide rolls, like about this darn wide, they cut them into thirds and said, you know, hey, we have backup in the event we run out of toilet paper. Exactly, music lover. No, you're right. Our stores will be empty if our country becomes socialist. I have enjoyed your channel. Wait, I have to unsubscribe because of filthy language. What filthy language? Can I ask, Kathy, what filthy language you're talking about? It's a chat. It's not a recorded video. We're talking in our apartment to people that are in their homes.
Hold on. Kathy, I don't know if you understand, but our country has always been a socialist country. You get Social Security, right? That's a socialist program. You like having firefighters and EMTs, right? Those are socialist programs. Our whole country is essentially run on democratic socialism, which is a lot different than communism, which, for whatever reason, people cannot differentiate the differences between the two of them because they're very different. I have to unsubscribe because of the filthy language.
Yeah, what filthy language? Like,
I mean, honestly, we're adults. If filthy language offends you,
okay,
that's not our problem. We don't care.
I have let a few words slip, but again, like I said, this is a chat as compared to a recorded video.
I mean, what? I mean, what? Are you gonna sit there and condemn everybody that you encounter for their foul language? That's a miserable way to live, and that's a miserable life to be about. Censoring other people because it offends you.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck she was getting at. I mean, if something blurted out, it blurted out. But like I said, this is a chat. Oh, she's not a subscriber. Well, then how is she going to unsubscribe? Probably a troll. I'm not familiar with her name. So, yeah, probably not even a subscriber.
Worry about deeds, not words. Exactly. Precisely.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, once in a while a word may slip in a video, but for the most part, I try not to. But
oh, Tina, ain't that the truth? Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
Absolutely.
Yep,
yeah, but she can't unsubscribe if she isn't subscribed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh about it.
Only comment got blocked and no filthy language used. That might honestly be something YouTube itself did. Because mods aren't the only people who can, block and ban people. YouTube itself can too if something's flagged by YouTube's algorithm.
Charity, she sounds like a troll. Honestly, she sounded like a troll.
A child is what she sounds like.
Yeah, definitely.
I guarantee you she's cursed in her life. Like, get the hell out of here.
What are you gonna do? Takes all kinds in the world, right? Yeah.
Sometimes YouTube blocks. That's true. And sometimes,
You know what? And
Hold on.
I wanted to,
Wait,
you know what,
hold on.
Charity, I have a question. Hang on, Ronnie.
No.
Charity, I have a question
No.
for you. Do you ever get a notification, like say when you upload a video and someone comments, but then when you go in to comment back, you can't find their comment and yet it comes up in the notification? That's happened to me a couple of times.
Well, that means that person was blocked and can't interact with you and you with them.
With 2 or 3 different people. And I even literally went into my analytics and looked for comments I haven't replied to, and I still could not find this particular 2 or 3 people and their comment, but it was there in my notification.
So what happens?
Which is so weird. Like, I don't understand that. Does that ever happen to you, Charity? Because that happens to me once in a while and it drives me nuts. I'm like, where are you?
I'd like to answer, Janice. So what happened to freedom of speech? See, that's a slippery slope because on one hand, yes, you are legally able to, say whatever the hell you want, but that doesn't mean that anything racist, harmful, dehumanizing is protected because there's limits. Like hate speech is not free speech. You can't sit there and say things that offend or might harm people and not have consequences for it. There are consequences. So really, it's not actually freedom of speech. It's more so speech that either is bad as opposed to speech that doesn't impact and harm people at all.
What time is it in PA?
It's
Henny Mac. It is 11:23
p.m.
And in about 13 minutes,
Oh no, I didn't say that you said anything racist, Jenny. So I was clarifying what free speech is and actually isn't.
I will be shutting the chat down in I want to say 13 minutes.
Yeah, I think 13 minutes is good.
Yeah, I don't want my battery to die out like what happened last time.
Yeah, no,
my
you
gosh,
don't.
that got me so darn
mad. I know she
mad.
apologized.
Exactly, Charity. If not one politician, not just even here in the US, I even expanded it to say over in the UK, Canada, all over. If not one damn politician dies from this, or at least gets very, very sick from it, then I am sorry. I find it hard to believe that it's just going to affect the general population. But all these people who travel, how frequently throughout the year, and meet people and have town halls and debates and everything else, all the traveling they do, that they have more of a chance of carrying it and being affected with it and everything than me, him, or you even. So if not one of them gets even severely sick that has to be hospitalized, then guess what? Yeah, celebrities too. You're right, Heather. Then I definitely would feel that there is some sort of medication that certain people were given or had access to that the general population doesn't. And nobody could convince me otherwise.
Tina, there's a reason legally why you can't yell fire in a movie theater, because that causes panic and unnecessary BS. That falls under freedom of speech, but the things you can't say that freedom of speech covers or doesn't cover.
Courts, prisons, roads. Yeah, it is all socialist programs.
Well, this could be considered insulting what they were saying. It could. I mean, I'm the kind.
Yeah, but
I'm of the belief that I'm not obligated to entertain people's ideologies and attitudes that are of a dehumanizing and insulting manner. I'm not obligated to entertain that. Nobody is. Nobody should actually. Period. Things that are gonna. harm people, why should we allow that to be a thing?
No, we shouldn't. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you very, very much.
Hope my son turned out as good as yours. Well, I'm the youngest of 3, so I mean, that depends.
I have to actually contact my oldest son tomorrow and find out how my mom is doing. Thank God my mom doesn't go out, to be honest. My son takes her, she has an appointment. My mom doesn't even go out walking around, so thank God. I did notice that too. Well, they made a point to quit putting it on the news. Oh, he tested negative. I said, but wait a minute. It was only a week ago that him and Pence were with, what, 2 different people that
had it or have
the virus. The basic quarantine thing so far is 14 days. Still got a week to go.
Mm-hmm.
So even if he did test negative, that doesn't mean in a day or 2
that he's not going to encounter somebody that has it.
No, it doesn't mean in a day or 2 he might not actually manifest symptoms noticeably. I don't trust any government, not just ours, not the government in the UK, not any government. They all got secrets and shady shit.
That's true, Heather. That is very true.
Is it possible there could be a vaccine? I guarantee you if there is, obviously government officials will get it and rich people will get it before the general population. Because what I was reading on a Reddit thread last night on the deep web is that when you're over the age of 35, you're considered expendable. So if a person over 35 is considered expendable, what the hell does that say about someone my age or older people?
Hold on, benefit all Americans. Is there a way to scroll up in chat? Because I want to see what the rest of that is.
Oh, no, Music Lover was saying about all these different things were actually considered social programs.
Yeah, they are. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. Stop. I did not want that to happen.
Oh, by the deep web. Okay, the deep web is also referred to as the dark web.
The dark web. It's a part of the internet that I guess you could technically say it was the beginnings of what we now have as the internet, but it kind of like became an isolated thing on its own and is now a part of the internet that you, unless you have a Tor browser, you can't access it through normal means.
Okay, when the internet first, quote unquote, like came into being, Google and like different browsers only categorized like so many pages. They didn't go like and do everything. The pages that cannot be found through like Bing, Firefox, Google is what is referred to as the dark web. The dark web, deep web, same thing, actually interchangeable term. And yet it gets a bad rap because of kiddie porn, pedophiles, child pornography.
Hang on. You answer that because I don't know.
Hold on. And also like Silk Road, which was selling all different kind of drugs. What else? Just like animal abuse. A lot of any kind of sick, twisted thing is on it. But by the same token, a lot of journalists, whistleblowers go on chats and will actually meet journalists on the deep web to upload information, documents, etc., so that it can't be traced and they can't get like fired from a job or something like that. There is a BBC, actually a dark web version of it. There is a dark web version of CNN. There's even a dark web version of Facebook.
Sounds like somewhere decent. Sounds like somewhere decent people don't go.
Well,
it's not that it is. The thing is,
it depends on what
you're there for,
what you go there for. If you're going there to buy guns, you'll find it. If you're going there to watch kiddie porn or you're a pedophile, you will find it.
But if you're going in
I go there to read some very interesting
articles.
There is a lot of political news on the dark web that we don't see in the US on our average feed, and some odd stuff like about if you believe in UFOs and things like that. Some different kind of sci-fi things periodically you will come across. And sometimes, I mean, I haven't been on it in years. I wanted to go see what was being said about the virus. So I figured if there would be anything shady, if you dig deep enough on the dark web, you'll find out, because people feel free to share info on the dark web as compared to what we all know, the clear net.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can be quote unquote someplace most people won't go because one, they're scared of it. If you specifically go and stay on the links that you are looking for.
Oh shit. That one. You would know more about that than I would. Is that where Anons are at?
Oh, Anonymous. You're talking about Anonymous?
They're in the deep web.
Okay, Anonymous collectively was just a group of hacktivists. They were
and
skilled
whistleblowers.
hackers, whistleblowers. I noticed that you don't hear so much about them anymore. I do have, I'm subscribed to their channel here on YouTube, but where they used to do like some really good things like exposing this and, you know, going into this thing and releasing all this information about, you know, some corrupt politician, this and that. I enjoyed that. Nowadays, it's like all these different religious videos have come up and they don't do what they used to do. I understand some of them are actually in jail or on parole, that they can't actually go on the internet. But other people, I think, have taken over the channel, and Anonymous, as it present used to be online, is not like what it used to be.
Yeah, they lost sight of their initial goals, per se.
But yes, they did start off like what, 4chan?
Yeah.
4chan.
Yeah, and Reddit.
Reddit, yeah. But like Janice, what I was saying is the dark web, though, has a lot of information, and there are some funny things on the dark web. For example, there is a dark web version of Amazon. Now, you know, as you're looking at things, it's hot, and they only use Bitcoin. But it is funny to see, like anything that you could think of that you could get in Amazon, there is a dark web Amazon. Payable
the funny thing
Bitcoin.
You know what the funny thing is? Years ago, I used to have an...
I would never, ever, ever even create an address to order anything off of the deep web.
Hold on, wait. Julian Assange should be freed, in my honest opinion. I don't know about that, Mary. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of this, but the man got in trouble. Well, there's that, but don't end it yet. But the man got in trouble.
No, I'm just hitting this.
But
I'm going to be ending the chat, guys, in 2 minutes. But I just got my first warning about my
battery. But Julian Assange got in trouble a while ago because he leaked to the public or to some organization a long list of like LGBTQ people, and they were actually seeing people like breaking into their homes once they found out where their addresses were and beating people and everything. That's personally, for me, that's, I don't like the guy because of that. Like, why would you be an asshole and out people who could possibly have their lives in danger in doing so?
That's a point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, Julian Assange did that. He did that, and he got blasted for it.
Buffering. What? Who's buffering? Are we buffering?
Yeah, but it's we're cutting to the wire here.
Yeah, we are going to be calling it a night, guys. I want to say thank you so much for everybody
Yeah.
We truly enjoy these.
Yeah,
Really,
we do.
we do
really
enjoy chats with you guys. And I just want to say good night, everybody,
Hold on.
and stay safe.
Hold on, don't close out yet. The thing that we feel is that YouTubers should be interactive with their community. That's the whole point of having a community. You want to, get close to people that are in your community. You want to interact with them. A lot of YouTubers I watch do it. Their communities are very big, and while they can't interact with every person individually, they still make it a point to interact with the community as a whole. So
yeah, like I said, I try to. And if I do miss someone's comment, even in a video, I apologize because
Yeah.
maybe honestly I didn't feel good a particular day
or it's just
and didn't read comments until the next day. And periodically I do check. Sometimes there's a few slip by me. I am going to, before I go to bed tonight, going to be uploading a video. It's actually Rhoda Stone inspired. I will be uploading that in about 45 minutes. So even if you guys miss it tonight, it'll be uploaded in the morning when you wake back up. Well, thank you so much, guys. Good night,
thank you, everyone.
Thank you for talking with us
and being here tonight.
Take care of yourselves and stay safe, guys.
Yes. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.